the Gamer Bear 76.
Hello everyone, I'm the Gamer Bear 76. This is my 62nd ever video. And look who's here! It's a draw your journal. I really wanted this for a long time and I finally bought it. Anyways, I'm gonna say, I'm recording this literally right on Tuesday of last week at this. So I have like 8 days to do these. And also, I haven't even edited my previous video yet. Like, I just recorded the voiceover and intro and outro right now. But I just want to record this, and I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about my Draw Your Journal by Bellmena. I am going to be doing this a little bit differently than other prompt book videos. I'm going to be doing this in order. So I'm going to be doing prompt 1, then prompt 2, then prompt 3. I'm not going to be doing it in random order. It's probably because, like, I want to do it in order so I can stay motivated to do it, because I have a create this book and I did like 3 pages in it. I bought it like 2 years ago. And like, if I do it in order, I'll be more motivated to keep going, because I don't feel like I can choose which one I do next. And also, recording it will probably help. And anyways, that's enough for the intro. Let's go get into me doing this page. Wait a second. I have to say hi first. Hello. Hi. And then here's the book. Draw Your Journal by Bellmena. Yeah. And then the back. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not reading all that. You can read it if you want to. And then flip it back over. And then, wait, I forgot to show you this. My Draw Your Journal, Bellmena. And also her signature in the middle. Anyways, that's enough of showing you the outside of the book. Let's start here. She said herself that you're supposed to do doodles on this page.
I actually wanted you guys to be able to draw your own doodles on the cover page.
So what am I doing on this page? Doodles. Though I got my pen, I didn't know where to start. Down here. Then I drew a flower, because I always start with a flower in the corner. Then I drew a little person over here in this area, and then a heart person over here with a crown and legs and arms. And over here was just a bunch of circles. I really didn't know what to do here. I just couldn't leave this page blank, so I just did a bunch of different things. Like a cupcake. That's what I usually do on my like school papers. And then I also did an ice cream and a penguin. A very cute penguin with some fuzz on his head. And then a heart with the beep beep thing in it. A bee, a leaf, a flower, and a tree. A dog, and also a bear, but he died later. You'll see how later. I got rid of the pen, and it's okay. I'm turning to the next page because I'm bored. It's This Journal Belongs To page. It is very, clearly you're only supposed to put color there, but I'm gonna do the whole thing. Here's my pencil. Wiggle it around a bunch, the necessity. And then I drew my signature in bubble letters because I thought it would look cool. I think it does. I don't know though. I did struggle a bit with the placement. And then in the bottom, in parentheses, I drew the Gamer Bear 76 because that is my full username. And then I'm going to touch up the sketch just a little bit. With my normal pen, I lined a little bit of it, and then I decided to switch my pen and then do the whole thing in that pen instead. I erased everything with my nub of an eraser, I think it is. At least it is now. And with yellow, green, and blue. Don't mind how the blue is a little short. I started coloring in the letters. The T is yellow, and I tried to make like a blend to the G and the green, but I didn't know how to do it with the blue, so it doesn't look the best with the B and the blue in the blend there. Then I got the red, orange, and I put green in order, and then blue, and then I put purple there too because I have a rainbow color. Because I am going to be coloring a radiating rainbow circle thing right there in the page, which this is 50 times speed. This took me forever. It took like, I don't know how long it took me for each page. I didn't pay attention. But anyways, yeah, this took me forever. And then I even touch-ups and stuff. And then I taped down the corners, which is a really dumb idea. I taped it down so it would lay flatter. It was really dumb. And then I finished coloring in with more of the color. It's so boring. And then I tried to peel the tape. That's sticky. That was dumb. And there we are. Bear is dead. Luckily, I don't think these pages were too damaged from it. I know now not to tape anything down. Thank goodness I didn't lose anything valuable. Sorry, bear sketch. And then I got the other one, and that's go away pencils. And I got a palette and some matte Mod Podge. And unlike my past two videos, this one is matte because shiny will stick the pages together. I know my Mod Podge. And I got my brush, and then dip, and sploosh all over the page. I put some papers down there, but like somehow they stuck to the book still. It was annoying. And here's the end of the page. I wrote the wrong year on there. And then the next page, which is draw your materials. So draw your materials, draw your wet materials. Here's all the materials. I had this really cool idea to draw each material in the material that it states, but like I can't do that on this because it'll leak to the next pages. So I printed it out as a separate page. I just copied the page in my printer, and then that way I can color the wet materials without it bleeding to the next page. I colored in the colored pencil with orange, and then I colored the normal pencil with a normal pencil, but then with my pen, I colored the pen logo, and then with another pen that was blue, I colored it in. And then look at this crayon box. I have a dandelion crayon. You can't read it, but that says dandelion. I'll take a better picture and show you. So I'm using that to fill in different parts on each of the different crayons. So they're like 3 colors, but they all go together. You understand exactly what I'm saying. For the eraser, I can't like use an eraser to color it. That doesn't work. So I just used a pink colored pencil for the eraser. And with the scissors, I'm just gonna use my real scissors as reference and make it look like my scissors. I even used a silver pencil for it. Isn't that fancy? Can't really see it on camera. And then with the washi tape, I just made it orange. Why did I make so many things orange? Anyways, with the watercolor paint, I brought in these paints that I haven't actually used in a while. I actually used these on video for a while ago. Then I got a normal paintbrush because I don't know where my water brush is. Dipped in the red and colored in one circle of it. And I did that a whole bunch. I'm just trying to color different spots with different colors. I filled the back with that color, whatever it is, I don't know. Rose beige, I think it calls itself. You can call it whatever. And then, with blue paint, I dipped into blue acrylic paint and put it on the logo for acrylic paint. And then I used brown for the handle because I didn't want to make it all one color. And with these markers that I also used on camera, I colored in the marker logo. And then also the glue because I don't have colored glue. I used the color salmon pink for that logo. It's not pink. And then with my white acrylic paint, I did a little bit of fixing. And then the radiating rainbow again. This is 100 times speed because I really don't have time to do this twice. Well, I did in real life, but we don't have time for this on video. And then I had to fix up some of the black parts because I thought they looked a little too faded away because they were colored in the colored pencil wax, graphite, I don't know what to call it. Anyways, that's done, I think. So I cut papers because I didn't want to stick it to my background. And then into the Mod Podge and covered up the pages. I only did this because it had colored pencil in the background and apparently there was smudge. I'm following instructions. Now that that is all dry, I got back my book, Long Time No See. Flip to the right page, which is not even a numbered page. I made sure it was lined up properly, and then I glued it on with my glue stick that I found. I had to keep re-gluing parts of it. I kind of glued some of the pages shut, but I did manage to peel them open since this glue is cheap. No hate to Elmer's. I trimmed the outside because I didn't like how it was poking out, and I gave up on that. Then I signed it with the right day, 1/24/24, and then I realized I wrote 23, as the year on the last page. I fixed that off camera, but not now. And here is the end result of the page. You may notice that it's a bit shiny. That's because the matte Mod Podge is kind of not matte. Okay, now I'm going back to show that I fixed the 24, and now I'm going forward to draw your index. The page where you draw your index to keep track of which pages you've done. I want to do a straight line, but I don't exactly have a ruler, so I brought this stir stick in that I usually use for paint, but I still am going to use it. And let me tell you, this was torture. I hated this page. I hated doing this page so much. It was just so tedious, and I kept making mistakes, and it was just annoying. Oh, when will this end? I'm gonna do a quick transition for this side with a snap, and it's done. I accidentally did one extra. And then with white acrylic paint, I dipped in and fixed up all of the mistakes I made, or at least most of them. And I realized I bled through this page. I have a plan how to fix that later, so yeah. Then I'm doing this a bit more of a grid, but they're one each. Satisfaction meter. And then I realized meter is too close, so I covered it with white paint. And then I wrote meter underneath it. And I have a big smile, a slightly less smile, a straight face, a frowny face, and a really sad face. And then I started writing numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. This was a very annoying process, and I messed up quite a few times, like right here. I wrote a 6 there and it was supposed to be 70. I slapped my table in anger. So I just drew a 7 like right next to it, wrote a 0 there, and then covered up the 6. And then there, I did 78 after 73 like a dingus. So I have to cover that up and wait for it to dry later. And then, I don't think I did it. Did I do any other mistakes other than writing terrible? No, I don't think so. Then I did green for that, the happiest. Green, yellow for the less happy. Yellow for the middle. Orange for the kind of sad, and red for the very upset. And this one is a very upset. I'm not even finished. I have to fix that mistake I did. So I had to cover it up with a piece of paper with it on it correctly, and it still looks ugly. Look at how upset I was about this page. Anyways, luckily I have time for one more. So here we are, draw secret language page. I'm covering the prompt, and I printed it out off the internet, and I went ahead and got rid of the arrow because that's not in my plan. And I drew where the middle of it was because I accidentally cut the paper too much. So I cut it exactly how big it needed to be, except it was a little bit small, but that's okay because it turned out okay. I'm not going to give you spoilers on what I think of it. I drew a line there, and I cut it where the line was because I wanted the pages to be the right size. Anyways, let me start with my secret language. With A, it kind of looks like a sideways A, especially with that line there. And then I erased it because I didn't like how it turned out, but I did keep the symbol like the same. I just wasn't satisfied with how I wrote it. And then I'm going to start filling in all of the other ones with random symbols to be their letters. And no, I was not making these up as I was going. I actually pre-made all of these in a planning book, and I was just writing them down for real on camera. And also, I is just a straight line because I thought it made sense because in Korean, the symbol that makes the I sound looks like an I to me. And I also did a backwards L for L because I wanted some to look right. Also, R I think is some sort of Japanese character. I don't know which type, but yeah, I think it is. I also made S kind of look like an S. Kind of looks like a lightning bolt too. And then with my pen, I went over all the sketch lines because I just wanted it to look for real. I didn't want it to be in pencil. And then I erased all the sketch lines. And then with my red stub, I colored the first one in red and the second one in orange and the third one in yellow because there's 6 in each row. So I made each one a different color of the rainbow. Except for the bottom 2. Those get to have the last colors too. I also did some touch-ups with my pen, and that is the language guide finished. So now I brought it back in my journal because I put this piece of paper in there that fit right. I took it out, and now I'm going to draw a secret message up here. I'm not telling you what it says, you'll have to translate it yourself. I'm just going to mention that my final goal, by the time I finish this book, is being able to read my own language without needing the translator. Sounds like an ambitious goal, or like, I don't know, an impossible goal, but I'm still trying. And now that I'm finished with my message, underneath, I'm drawing myself in quite a thinking pose. Of course, with the shorts and the t-shirt. That's what I always draw myself in. The drawing's kind of small, so please don't judge if it's kind of bad. And then I wrote another message here because I thought this space was a bit empty. Also, this is my secret language page, so I gotta use my secret language as much as possible. Now with my pen, I lined myself, and also the question marks were near me, and then I did all of the letters, and then I erased all the sketch lines with my bitten in half eraser. Not by a human, a dog bit it in half. Please trust me. And then I colored myself in, my green t-shirt, brown shorts, brown shoes, brown hair, and my skin. And then I drew little squares around the sections of text because I thought it looked a bit empty without the color. I chose blue and yellow because those are my two other colors other than green that I've given to myself. Also, I added a shadow. And then I added the day on the top. I brought back the translator, the guide, I mean. And I got my Mod Podge, and doing this whole thing again. Shake it up, word it onto the palette, and then dip into it and cover everything in Mod Podge. I think it did smudge a little bit. Also, I got a little dirty stuff on my page, but that's okay. It doesn't matter to me. And that is all dry, I believe. So I brought the book back, opened up to the secret language page, which is messed up, and I will make it unmessed up by gluing in my pages with my purple glue. That doesn't matter, I'm just talking to fill the silence. And then I used the book closed to flatten it down and cut off the excess paper, which ended up a bit choppy, and I think I did chop some of the real pages. Oh well. And here's the finished page. Sorry it's so zoomed in. I can't zoom in or out with my phone while it's recording on my computer. Okie dokie. Let me bring this back. I hope you liked that. And I hoped you liked the pages other than this one. You're not allowed to like this one. I hope you like it. Yeah, I'm really excited about it, so please like this and tell me if you liked it, because I really want to do more, but I don't want to do it if it's going to do bad. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and goodbye.